Alright, before we get to the announcement, let's chat about particle accelerators. CERN's Large Hadron Collider LHC is basically a huge 17-mile ring of supercool magnets. It's the biggest and most powerful accelerator we've ever built. Some say it's the height of human achievement. It's so strong that it can almost recreate the conditions when the universe was born. But here's a question. Could this machine, meant to find the universe's secrets, actually be a key to something scary? CERN started way back in 1954. It's a super respected research place with 23 countries involved and tons of scientists. It's where everyone works together and comes up with cool stuff. The LHC is CERN's main project, but they have a bunch of other accelerators and experiments too. Think of a racetrack, but instead of cars or horses, it's for tiny particles racing against time and space. The LHC makes protons go super fast, close to the speed of light. Then they crash together, recreating the energy of the Big Bang. These crashes get super hot, like 1,000,000 times hotter than the sun's core. Lots of magnets keep the protons on track, and crazy cold systems keep the magnets colder than space. The beams crash at 4 spots where there are detectors: Atlas, CMS, ALICE, and LHCb. Each one looks at different things in particle physics. They're like giant cameras snapping pics of these crashes. The scientists then look through all the stuff that's left over to find the Higgs boson, the God particle, and other clues to how the universe is built. Learning about the small stuff helps us get the big picture. But every answer brings new questions, and every find brings a new challenge. The LHC isn't just a tool. It shows how curious and inventive we are. It's proof that we want to know everything and figure out what makes the universe tick. Still, as we learn more, we have to ask ourselves some serious questions. What are we risking by exploring the unknown? Could we accidentally trigger something we can't stop? At CERN, where people are always trying to figure things out, something surprising has come up that's making even scientists nervous. Brian Cox, who used to work at CERN and knows a lot about particle physics, just said something that's got everyone excited and a little scared. Cox said that the LHC's goal is to make a mini Big Bang. Yep, a small version of what started the whole universe. He also talked about what that means, like the LHC being able to find the Higgs boson and explore dark matter, that mysterious stuff that makes up most of the universe. Imagine having the power to create, to make the stuff of the universe. Sounds awesome, but it could be risky. The mini Big Bang isn't just an idea. It's real inside the LHC. The heat, the pressure, the energy. It's all like the universe when it was first born. It's like being there at the beginning. But with that much power, you need to be careful. What if something messes up? Well, something actually did go wrong in 1978. A Russian physicist named Anatoly Bugorsky had an accident that changed his life. He was working on a machine when his head got in the way of a proton beam. The beam, which was super strong, went right through his head, from the back to his nose. Bugorsky said it was like a flash of light brighter than anything he'd ever seen. But he didn't feel any pain. The beam burned through his head, but he stayed awake and even walked to the doctor. It was crazy. The beam killed some tissue, so he lost hearing in one ear and had part of his face paralyzed. But his brain still worked fine, and he kept working as a scientist. This wasn't just a sad story. It showed how powerful and dangerous particle accelerators can be. The risks with the LHC are serious. There could be unexpected reactions, and we could mess with space and time itself. This isn't just science fiction. Some scientists are actually worried about this. One of the biggest worries about the LHC is making a tiny black hole. Black holes are spots in space where gravity is so strong that nothing can get away. Not even light. They're like cosmic vacuums that eat stars. The idea that the LHC could make one, even a small one, is shocking. Could it grow and swallow the whole Earth? CERN says any black hole would be gone super fast. But just the thought of it makes people nervous. It's amazing how much power we have. Here's how the LHC could make a black hole. When protons crash together super fast, they make so much energy that it bends space and time. Think of a trampoline that you stretch tight. If you drop something heavy on it, it bends. If it's heavy enough, it could make a hole so deep that everything nearby gets sucked in. That's kind of what could happen in the LHC. In quantum physics, which is weird, There's a theory that there might be extra dimensions hidden in our world. If they're real, the LHC's crashes could tap into them, making a gravity funnel that forms a tiny black hole. Famous scientists like Stephen Hawking even talked about this. He said that the Higgs boson could become unstable at high energy levels, leading to a vacuum decay. That's when the whole universe could get destroyed. Sir Martin Rees also worried about CERN's experiments. He said that, in the worst case, an experiment could cause vacuum instability, which could change the whole universe and destroy everything. Rees even said there was a chance of this happening, even if it was small. But he thought we should still be careful. CERN scientists have done all the math and tests to make sure the LHC is safe. Brian Cox said that there are lots of safety rules and checks. He said that the energies involved are normal for Earth, and the chance of making a black hole is super low. And even if one was made, it would be tiny and gone in a flash, thanks to something called Hawking radiation. Some people even think the LHC could open a door to another universe or dimension. Most scientists don't think so, but it's still a cool and scary thought. What's on the other side? Could we let loose things we can't handle? The idea of opening a portal somewhere bad has been shown in movies and TV, making people even more worried. But how did this idea start? Well, string theory says there might be more dimensions than we know. These dimensions could be hidden, but we might be able to see them under crazy conditions. So, imagine the LHC as a key that unlocks doors that have been closed forever. When protons crash together with never-before-seen energies, they could make waves in space and time, showing these hidden dimensions. Even though most scientists don't think this is likely, the idea of particle accelerators finding the universe's secrets has gotten people interested in the risks and results of these experiments. In the end, the LHC is a cool symbol of how curious and ambitious we are. It shows how far we've come in understanding the universe, but it also reminds us of the dangers that come with it. The universe is huge, but the more we learn, the more we realize how little we know for sure. Trying to find knowledge is great, but it can also be scary. Only time will tell if we're ready for what we might find next. The Large Hadron Collider is an amazing piece of engineering that stretches across a vast underground ring with precise equipment. It unites a global network of scientists and researchers who share a common goal: answering the big questions about the cosmos. As these scientists push the boundaries of human knowledge, they also face many challenges, both ethical and theoretical. One area of focus is understanding the governing forces of the universe. For centuries, scientists have been trying to unlock mysteries such as gravity, electromagnetism, and weak and strong nuclear forces. The LHC presents a special occasion to study these forces in extreme conditions. The collision of particles at such high energies copies what happened shortly after the Big Bang, when our universe was a hot soup of particles. This allowed researchers to investigate the behavior of matter and energy in more ways than previously fathomable. The power to make groundbreaking discoveries comes with questions about the limits of scientific experimentation. The possibility of finding surprising new particles like the dark matter or supersymmetric particles could revolutionize our current understanding of our universe. However, these discoveries could bring some unintended results. Some physicists increasingly agree that the upcoming experiments at the LHC are revealing things that humans aren't yet mature enough to handle. One disturbing idea that is currently unsettling is the concept of vacuum decay. According to this theory, in the right conditions, the colliding particles at the LHC could generate enough energy to potentially trigger a catastrophic shift in the nature of spacetime and alter matter as we know it, resulting in a chain destruction reaction. Though these things have a very low chance of actually occurring, many argue that serious consideration should be given to the potential risks, given the potential outcome is total and abrupt annihilation. The speculative nature of these concerns doesn't remove the LHC from continued scientific interest. The excitement of new discoveries outshines many cautionary concerns. Each day, the scientists, excited to hunt for truths about our existence, continue their work for CERN. But the ethical implications remain an ongoing debate as the LHC continues to work at the cutting edge of science. Another area of interest as to concerns is the potential to produce phenomena that we simply can't comprehend. The LHC has been able to create particles such as the Higgs boson after it was long theorized. The capability to bring new forms of matter into existence beckons a question regarding if we will potentially be capable of producing risks or unidentified entities.